Can you talk to us about how you've navigated failure and self-doubt?
Well, I wouldn't say I've ever celebrated failure. But I've run into it now and again. You know, let's say that. Okay. Probably the most spectacular was my entry into Nigeria. Now that was pretty spectacular. You know, we went in just after the end of military rule in Nigeria. This would be, I guess, 99, 2000. Biggest, 1 in 5 black people in the world is a Nigerian. And this is some market. And we were trying to get in. And we went in, and of course, we had to build a consortium. And Nigeria was particularly difficult. Today, you've got billions of dollars going into Nigeria. But if you look back in 2000, 2001, there was no mobile industry in Nigeria. And no one was putting money into Nigeria. I remember going around the banks in South Africa and investors, and they said, "Are you mad? You want to go to Nigeria?" I said, "We have to be in Nigeria. If you're going to be in business in Africa, you have to be in Nigeria, period." So we went in, and we built a consortium of Nigerian high net worth businesses and business leaders and so forth to bid for a license, and the government had set up an auction system. And they became the most expensive, even to this day, licenses ever issued in sub-Sahara, south of the Sahara. I know in Tunisia something paid more for it. But we paid in 2001 $285 million for a license. And a year into the business, one of my partners walked in and put a bill on the table for one of the state governors and said, "You know, you got to pay us each $4 million or we throw you out of the country." So I got thrown out of the country and lost, you know, pretty much got kicked out of that investment. It took me 10 years of international arbitration to win back our investment that we had lost. And along the way, I had that governor jailed, spent 13 years in British prison. After making the mistake of going to Dubai, got picked up by Interpol. I mean, it's known fact that I was a witness against him for corruption. So, you know, that was bittersweet, very difficult time for us. But there were a lot of entrepreneurial lessons. And after 5 years, we went back into Nigeria, and the fastest growing parts of our businesses are in Nigeria today. So we learned a lot, but it was really, really difficult, and there were no celebrations. Except when I got the arbitral award, which is the biggest in African history. So there was a nice end.